Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan selamat sejahtera. So let's continue discuss our tutorial question. This is question number 10. Alright, so the density of 10.5 molar sodium hydroxide solution is 1.33 gram per ml at 20 degrees Celsius. Calculate the mole fraction, the percentage by mass and the molarity of the solution. First, we need to interpret the information given. Okay, if we look at the question, we are given the density of 10.5 molar sodium hydroxide. We have two information actually. This is the molarity because the unit is molar, and the second information is density that refer to the solution. Okay, even though there is not mentioned, this is the molarity of the solution. Since the unit is molar, means that we have two information here. So the first information is molarity is equal to 10.5 molar, and the second information is density solution is equal to 1.33 gram per ml. Okay, so now let's interpret the information given. What does it mean by molarity? It is mole solute over mass solvent in kg, which is 10.5 molar, while the density is 1.33 gram per ml. Since it is solution, mass solution over volume solution. So this is the first half. Alright. So, as I mentioned previously, before we start calculate, we need to identify what is our solute, solvent and solvent. So, in this case, our solute actually is sodium hydroxide and solvent is water. Okay, so this is the thing that you're supposed to remember. Alright, now the first part, you want to calculate the mole fraction. Okay, what is the formula for mole fraction of sodium hydroxide? The symbol is X, NaOH. As I mentioned previously, if we are talking about sodium hydroxide, the number of mole here is number of mole sodium hydroxide over mole total, where the number of mole sodium hydroxide plus the number of mole water. How to determine the number of mole sodium hydroxide? Sodium hydroxide is our solute, and based on the information that we have mole solute, mass solvent, mass solution, volume solution. We have 4 unknown. We cannot solve the problem because we have 4 unknown. So how to solve the problem? So we have to try and error. Because we cannot solve the problem, then we can put an assumption. Let's say I assume I want to solve this part first. So I assume mass solvent is equal to 1 kg. What I can get from this assumption is, when I insert 10.5 molar is equal to mole solute over 1 kg. Do we need to convert kg to gram? What does it mean by molar? Molar is mole per kg. So we don't need to convert kg to gram. So we will get mass solute, not mass, sorry, mole solute. From there, you can get mole solute equal to 10.5 mole. So, let's look at the information that we need. We can straight away insert the value 10.5 mole over 10.5 mole. But we have a problem now. How to determine the number of mole sodium hydroxide? Sodium hydroxide is our solvent. Can you determine the number of mole solvent? What does it mean by mole? Mole water as a solvent is equal to mass water over molar mass. Do you have the mass of the water? Yes, it is our assumption. We assume that the mass of the solvent is 1 kg, but the formula for number of mole required mass in gram. We have 1000 kg, we need to convert to gram. 1 kg, so we need to convert to gram to become 100 gram. The molar mass is 18 gram per mole. From here, you can get the number of mole water, which is 55.56 mole. So you can insert the value here. From there, you can get the mole fraction, which is 0.159, and there is no unit for mole fraction. Right? So this is the first question for question E, the mole fraction. What about B, the percentage by mass? What is the formula for percentage by mass? Right? So I will put a line here. Percentage weight over weight is equal to mass of solute. What is our solute? Sodium hydroxide over mass of solution times 100%. How to get the mass of the solution? It is equal to mass of solute plus mass of the solvent. How to get the mass of the solute? Do you have the information? We don't have the mass of the solute. Can you get the mass of solute from any information? Yes. From the number of mole, we can elaborate. Okay, let's interpret this formula. Mole solute, which is NaOH, is equal to mass over molar mass. Do you have the number of mole? 10.5 mole is equal to mass. The molar mass is, what is the molar mass for sodium hydroxide? 40. So the mass is 420 gram. This is our mass solute. Okay, how I get the mass of the solute? From the number of mole solute. Right? So we already have here the mass of the solute is 420 gram. As I mentioned previously, mass solution is solute plus solvent. What is the mass of your solvent? Which is 1000 gram times 100%. So from there you can get 29.58%. And what about molarity? Molarity, the next one. So first we need to write the formula. Molarity is equal to mole solute over volume solution in liter. Do you have the number of mole solute? Yes, we already have 10.5. What about volume? How to determine the volume? Okay, based on the information that we have, where can we find the volume? This one, right? So, volume solution will become mass solution over 1.33 gram per ml. What is the mass of your solution? Since solution is solute plus solvent, 1000 gram plus 420 gram divide by 1.33 gram per ml. From there, you can get the volume, which is 1067.67 ml. Okay, now I will insert the value 1067.67 divide by 1000. Why we need to divide by 1000? Because the volume that obtained previously is in ml. So now your final answer is 9.83 molar. Right? So this is the final answer for molarity. Okay, so that's all. Thank you very much.